Hello, my crafty friends. Eileen here. I've had a few messages about the two cards here that you see. So I'm going to do a video tutorial of this one this morning. And then I did promise I'll do this one as well, but I'll do this during the week for next weekend. So this one is today and this one will be next weekend. As you can see, it's using two of the witches from quite a new release from Lavinia Stamps. Early morning coffee, okay? Right, so without more ado, I'm going to show you how I created this one. Starting off with a piece of ivory cardstock, my favourite colour, I think you've gathered by now. Ivory cardstock, this is super smooth from Paper Mill Direct. I've folded an A4 sheet, I've folded it in half, creased it and cut it to 14 centimetres in width by 20 centimetres in length. I'm just going to check that I'm in shot okay. Not too bad, it could move up just a smidge. And then I'll cut the top off as opposed to cutting the bottom off. Well, I'm sure you'll see it okay. Now, what's first? Yes, first off is stamping. No, first off is stenciling. Right, I've got, this is Buds from Lavinia Stamps. So I'm going to pop that down. Now, quite often I will use the back of my Misty to hold my stencil, but this is going to be a very quick sort of bish, bash, bosh bit of stenciling. So I really don't need to hold it down with magnets and stuff. So I've got a Lavinia Stamps brush and cornflower blue in Archival ink. Take off some of the blue. And then I'm going to do an S shape, okay? S stenciling. So starting over on the right-hand side, moving over to the left, just gently, not adding any more ink, and then back to the right again. So it's sort of an S shape. So I've got a nice gap in the middle for the sentiment to go in. That's the plan. Just having a look. That's not bad. Could do with maybe a little bit more colour here. Yeah, that'll do. So it's sort of not too deep, all right, because obviously the main feature is that beautiful witch, but we needed a bit of colour in the background. So that's the stencil. Next, it's the witch, and, oh, sorry, no, it isn't. It's the leaves, yes, from this. I think this is called Forest something or other. Let me look. Have all got the names here, yes. Forest leaf, and the number of this is LAV 845. A really beautiful stamp. So I'm going to pop that down about a centimetre and maybe a little bit over from the left-hand side, more or less in the middle of the card, like so. That will do. Would help if I put it already in the... Yeah, it does help if you open the lid. That's because I'm trying to rush. Not thinking. Put your head on, Eileen. Okay. Concentrate. That's better. So now she's dropping the magnets all over the place. Got it. And another one would be good. There. Oh, that was a bit of a painful exercise, wasn't it? Now, if you've got too much stenciling here, then Archival ink and this cardstock will allow you to use one of these rubbers. So this is a sand and rubber eraser from Tombow Mona sand and rubber eraser 510A. And I would use, I'm not going to because I'm happy with what I've got. But say you had too much ink in this area, you could use this sand end very gently to remove some of the ink, or at least knock it back a bit so that you can get your script in. I'm fine, but I just thought I'd mention that in case you'd overdone it. I use these erasers a lot. So those of you that follow me know that. So I'm always rubbing stuff out, yeah. Right. Gently inking up because I re-inked this ink pad last night. It is a VersaFine Clear Nocturne. Very gently. Over we go. That will do, that will be nice. Okay, off we come. Just wipe that over later with a damp cloth. Next, it's the witch. And she is absolutely gorgeous. And what's her name? No, it's not there. It is Faba or Faba. Faba or Faba? She's fabulous anyway. LAV913, so that's the number. LAV913. And I'm just going to pop her down there. And what I'm aiming for is a hat I want to put in this area of the leaf. Okay, so that's what I'm aiming for. So pop the hat down there, the top of the hat. And then all I need to do is I want to make sure, and you will need to make sure, that you position that lamp. You need the lamp that she's holding to be away from the leaves. If you have it too far over to the left, the lamp, because it's quite delicate, is going to get lost in one of those leaf images. So make sure it's got its own space, okay? So the lamp I can see quite well away from that leaf image. So should be okay. Just make sure that's down all right. Getting some stray bits there. She is a very solid image, but I don't want to flood her with ink. So gently does it. There we go. Speedball Baron here. Yeah, she looks good. Got a couple of bits missing there, but I'm not going to re-ink her again. Don't want to risk it. So taking that out, I will clean her up later. And the final thing to do now is get a pencil and black polychromos I'm using, just to fill in any areas that I missed with the ink. Like so, to make her more solid in the dress. That's fine. She's lovely, isn't she? She's absolutely lovely. Okay. The last thing to stamp is the witching hour sentiment, and this is a very delicate font. Again, I don't want to flood this with ink. I come to Ken and Daisy back from walking. He doesn't know I'm filming. So I'm going to shush him when he comes in. Like so. Lay that down. Press gently down. And hello, Daisy. Press gently down, hold it, and then just down and up. Beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous. Right, the final thing to do now is to make sure that image is dry, and then I'm putting the moon mask or circle mask on. That heat gun is sounding a little bit iffy. I think I might be needing a new one. Right, so that's dry. Taking a circle mask, any size you like. And another brush. This time I'm using a smaller brush from Lavinia. This one is a size 7. And I've got some Archival ink in goldenrod. Just popping that down there. And then I'm just going to lay that over like so. It did go, I think, where did it start? It did encompass the lamp. That's what I needed. It did encompass the lamp. So let's try that, shall we? So coming out, it's sort of a semicircle. I didn't go right the way round. Sort of halfway. A little bit of ink at a time. Spreading it out a bit. So she's got a nice glow. You all need a glow at a weekend. Okay. And there she is. Now, the final thing to do to emphasise that circle mask, I'm going to pop that down. As you can see, it's a bit... My circle mask is a little bit well loved. It's got loads of gunk all over it. I'm just going to pop it back down. And then taking a gold sparkle pen, I want to emphasise the rim of the circle or semicircle. Like so. And in fact, I did do that with a coloured pencil rather than the gold pen. I did it with pink. But I actually quite like the gold. But if I show you the original card, look, that's a bit pink, that there. That's nice. So it's gold there. Why not? And a little bit of yellow as well to light up the lamp. Now, there is one little thing that's annoying me, is that I've got the vein of the leaf going right across her face. And that is really winding me up. I know it's trivial, but it looks as if it's going up her nose, actually. So I'm taking a white pen and I'm just going to take away some of that stem by dabbing it. You'll never know. Dabbing it with white pen, and now it doesn't look as if it's going up her nose, that stem of that branch, of the leaf, rather. Am I being too fussy? No. Listen, if you had the vein of a leaf going up your nose, you'd be very uncomfortable. So I'm just thinking of my witch there. Right, anything else to do? Oh, yes, right. Whilst you've got the gold pen going round here, picking out some of the areas of that background stencil, the buds. Don't need to do it all, but just a few bits. Moreover, on the right-hand side, could actually do with a little bit more there. Shall I risk it? Yeah, go on. Where's that gone? Oh, there you are. Right, just going to put a little bit more down there, look. Because it's quite bare, that area, isn't it? Now, this is where it all goes horribly wrong, because you should never alter a design. But let's put it this way, you'll never see it, because if I mess it up, I'm going to re-film it. So you'll never know. Just gently does it. Yeah, look, that's better. See, I was brave. Or foolhardy. Right, I quite like that. Take that away. I don't think I've forgotten anything. A bit more gold there. Right. Display board. So there is the one that we've just completed, or I've just completed for you. And, oh, look. Look, ink. Oh, dear. Now, I could redo it, couldn't I? I could redo it. So close your eyes, pretend you haven't seen anything. So that turns over, so it's white. That comes down. I'm going to have another slurp of coffee. If it wasn't so early in the morning, I'd have a glass of something else. Right. Okay, now don't let me down, fella, all right? Let's see what we can do with this. This will be a real test of this cardstock. Breathe. Now, I'm damaging all the fibres. You've gathered that. But I'm not planning to put any more images or any more ink over this area. So it won't really matter. And hopefully you won't see anything. And you will only know it's there if you touch it, because you'll feel it was a bit rough in that area. But you won't see anything. Three cheers for my little Tombow Mono sand and rubber eraser. Saved the day again. There's a slight shadow, but I'm happy with that. And now I'm going to quit whilst I'm ahead. So I'll be back soon with another card. Bye for now. Thanks for looking today. And thank you so much for your support. It's appreciated, always. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now.